Welcome to Divine Words. Today we will make a prayer to Saint Rita de Cassia to heal all the evils of the body and the soul. Remember that prayer is an act of communion and surrender to God. Persevere in your faith, trust in God's goodness and love, and be open to follow His guidance, which will show you the right path to follow. But before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and leave your like so that this prayer reaches everyone who is afflicted and seeking guidance. Dear Saint Rita of Cassia, who is known as the patroness of impossible causes, I come before you at this time to ask for your help and intercession with God. I ask you to help me to be healed of all the ills that afflict my body and my soul. I ask you to intercede for me with God, granting me the grace of physical healing so that I can recover my health and have the strength to fulfill my responsibilities. I ask you to help me overcome the anxieties and afflictions of the soul, so that I can find inner peace and happiness. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who suffered much in life, I ask you to have compassion on me and to grant me the grace of healing, so that I can fully live the life that God has given me. I promise you that I will always be grateful for this grace and that I will spread your devotion to those who need help. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are the protector of the sick and afflicted, I ask you to come to my aid at this difficult time. Grant me the grace of healing, so that I can experience God's goodness and mercy in my life. May your intercession with God help me to overcome all difficulties and find the peace and happiness I long for. May I always remember your kindness and your help, and may I bring your devotion and your story to those who need comfort and hope. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are an example of faith and devotion, I ask you to help me to have the same strength and courage that you had in life. Help me to trust God and surrender all my worries and fears to Him. I also ask you to help me forgive those who have hurt me and to love those around me. May I be an instrument of peace and love in this world, following your example of humility and love for others. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are a beacon of hope for those who are in difficulty, I ask you to illuminate my path and help me find my purpose in life. May I live my life according to God's will and make a difference in this world. May your intercession with God help me to face all the challenges that life presents me, and may I always find the strength and courage necessary to overcome them. May your protection always accompany me, and may I feel your presence in my life. O Saint Rita of Cassia, I ask you to help me to be a better person every day and that I may be worthy of your intercession with God. May my faith in God and my devotion to you never be shaken, and may I always count on your help and protection. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are an example of perseverance and unshakable faith, I ask you to help me to keep my faith strong and constant, even in the face of adversity. May I always trust in God and His infinite mercy, knowing that He will always be by my side. I ask you to help me be a more compassionate and supportive person to those around me, that I can be sensitive to the needs of others and help them in the best possible way. May I be a channel of blessings and love in this world. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are known for granting graces and miracles, I ask you to intercede for me with God and grant me the grace of healing that I need so much. I ask you to help me overcome all the diseases and evils that afflict me, both in body and in soul. May your intercession with God bring me the physical and spiritual healing I so need. May I experience the joy and peace that come from health and happiness. May I be a living witness to the power of your intercession and God's mercy in my life. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are our protector and intercessor, I ask you to always accompany me on my journey, protecting me from all evils and dangers. May your blessing be with me always, guiding and protecting me in all my activities. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who have lived a life of holiness and devotion, I ask you to help me to follow your example and to live my life according to the will of God. May I always seek holiness and perfection in all my actions and decisions. I also ask you to help me cultivate a life of prayer and devotion, so that I can always be in communion with God and feel His presence in my life. May my life of faith and devotion be an example to those around me, inspiring them to seek a life closer to God. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are the patroness of impossible causes, I ask you to help me face all the difficulties that arise in my life. May I always find the strength and courage necessary to overcome all obstacles and move forward, trusting in God and His infinite wisdom. May your intercession with God bring me the peace and serenity necessary to face all situations of life with balance and wisdom. May I always count on your help and protection, knowing that you are always by my side. O Saint Rita of Cassia, I ask you to bless my life and the lives of those around me. May your blessing be with us always, protecting us from all evils and guiding us in all our activities. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are an example of love and devotion to God, I ask you to help me to love and serve God with all my heart. May I always put God first in my life, seeking His will in all my decisions. I ask you to help me be a more humble and generous person, serving others with love and compassion. May I always be attentive to the needs of others and help them in the best possible way, following the example of love and service that you have left for us. O Saint Rita of Cassia, I ask you to help me find my purpose in life and to follow the path that God has for me. May I always be aware of the opportunities God places in my path and be brave enough to keep going, even in the face of challenges and difficulties. May your intercession with God help me to achieve all my goals and dreams, always according to God's will. May I always remember your intercession and help in my life, and may I be an instrument of God to bring His light and love to those around me. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are our protector and intercessor, I ask you to bless my life and the lives of those around me. May your blessing be with us always, protecting us from all evils and guiding us in all our activities. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are known as the patroness of the impossible, I ask you to intercede with God for all my intentions and needs. May your intercession bring into my life the grace and blessing that I so need, according to God's will. I ask you to help me to be a more patient and persevering person, trusting always in God and in His infinite goodness. May I always remember that God has a plan for me and that all things work together for my good, even if I don't understand it at the moment. O Saint Rita of Cassia, you who are an example of faith and devotion, I ask you to help me grow in my spiritual life, always seeking a deeper relationship with God. May I always be in communion with God through prayer, meditation, and reading the Word. May your intercession with God bring to my life the peace and serenity that I so need. May I find in God the strength and courage to face all the difficulties and challenges of life. O Saint Rita of Cassia, I ask you to bless my family, my friends, and all those around me. May your protection be with us always, guiding us and protecting us from all evils. Amen.
Don't forget to leave your prayer requests and your amen in the comments and share this video for someone who is in need of prayers.